Today, we're at Gravity Vault Brick. No, this Gravity Vault Brick, where Jessie will be competing in a lead climbing competition including 3 climbs with 2 attempts each. At the end, you'll find out where she placed, and in the meantime, let us know in the comments how you think you would do. After her warm-up, she was set to go on her first climb. They could be done in any order, but she ended up choosing this green one first. Everyone seemed to be falling in this one section, so going into it, she knew what to expect moving through these holes. I'll pass it off to Jessie to walk through this climb.
Okay, this is Jessie, guys. To start off, this was very terrifying because the belayer did not check my knot and he put the gree on backwards twice. Well, the beginning of this climb was really easy. This jug that I'm on is a mega jug rest. And then now we're getting into the actual climbing part. Yeah, this is still pretty easy. These holds are very good. A lot of people were going to the hold like directly to the left of my hand, but that's a really bad hold, so I skipped that hold, and I got a good toe hook in to make this clip pretty easy. Got a little shake out here, and now I'm going for the number 6 hold, which actually has a jib on it. I don't know if you can see that, but that hold's like alright. There's not any high feet, so it's not super good, and then you got a match on that, which was kind of harder than I thought. There's also a jib on this hold, also not super great. I didn't really like this sequence. And my foot's on there. Guys, pay attention to the left foot because I'm not. Okay, grab the volume. Forget about the foot completely. I know there. Fall off.
So this is the second climb that I'm getting on now. I've already seen 2 or 3 people get to the top of this, so I know that this is toppable. This beginning section's pretty easy and just taking it slow, and all the holds so far are very good. They're really easing you into it. We're coming upon the only sequence that has any interesting beta. You'll see some high feet, cross through there to another mega jug. There's the high foot I was talking about. Get in some resting. I guess you would consider this the crux. That hold is good. Heel hook that in there. Crimps. Pretty good hold. Good clipping position there. Cross through to this good crimp, another good crimp. Lock off move. Up to that crimp. Pretty relaxing climb, generally speaking. Okay everybody, this was my favorite climb of the competition. This climb was super fun. It starts off pretty simple in the beginning. I was the first girl who had made it to the top portion of this climb, so you'll see me fumble the beta. As usual, I seem to like to do that. Luckily for this comp, you get 2 attempts on the climbs though, so I can watch other people and correct my beta if needed. That hold that I have with my right hand right there, that pinch is pretty secure. The holds are pretty frictioned. I get this high clip from there, pretty good clipping position. I haven't reached the crux yet. We're still at the first half of this climb. This is a kind of a semi-big move to a crimp. There we go. Once you got that crimp, you got a pretty good resting position. I fumble around on this crimp, matching and resting a lot because it really is a good rest. I could have swapped my hands more efficiently though, but... And then the next hold that I'm going to, there's actually a jib on it, which just means a small hold on top of a bigger hold. But this jib is dual tech, so it's actually not that great. They could have put a better one on there. This sequence is the harder part, the head wall of this climb. That bump hold is alright, and then we go into that crimp side pull to bump to the next one. Get a high foot for the clip. This is actually a pretty secure position, even though it doesn't look like it. Now we come to the point where I fumble the beta. I sit around on this hold for a long time and can't think what to do. And during that time that I can't think what to do, my forearms are becoming very pumped. And then my ability to think what to do becomes compromised. So, yeah. You can see this not great sequence of events unfolding. I try this, and that does not work. Okay, everybody, we're back on this dual texture jib for the correct section of this boulder. At this point, I have seen 2 other people on this section, so I know what I'm supposed to be doing, which is helpful because the reason I fell is I did not know what I was doing. So you can see me get this clip here, get up to the 10, and then do something really obvious, which is pretty infuriating because I should have done this in the first place, but I didn't. You literally just go up to the next hold. I don't even think you need to know climbing to know to do that. Yep, then you go to the last jug, and that's it. And for people wondering, no, my hair actually does not get in the way of me climbing. A lot of people think that it would, but it doesn't. I don't like to wear my hair back. I really want Brick to learn to braid, though. I like 2 braids. So maybe he can do that. So here we have my second attempt on this climb. I had actually climbed the red climb about 5 minutes previously, so I was pretty pumped just getting onto the wall. So this was not a great situation. I did not time this very well. So I'm pumped when I get to this section, and you really do need your forearms about you through this section. Because it's kind of a physical power endurance-y climb. It's not really my kind of climb, but we'll see how it goes. Yep, I get there. And that's crazy. The same exact thing happened twice in a row, the same exact identical way, because I was not thinking about the foot.
And in first place we have Jessica Harper!
Woo, Jesse!
So my main takeaways were from this comp, which was actually my first comp in over a year. I was pretty happy with how things went, generally speaking. I think I could have timed my climbs better. I don't think my time management was the best. I learned that I need to really pay attention to my feet, because if I don't pay attention to them, they'll come off. Who would have thunk it? And yeah,